Hello everyone on YouTube, and welcome to the 7th part tutorial of how to model a living room. Now, last time we created the floor lamp, and I want you to grab all the pieces of it and add it to a new layer. Okay, that way we can name it as floor lamp and save this. Okay, now there is this NURB circle we created. You can delete it, and we will turn off all the layers so we can add some space to work with. And this time we're going to create a table. Now this tutorial will be created from two parts, which actually both of them will be in the same part, but one part is modeling in Maya and the other one will be used with Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so let's start with the foreview. We need to get or the front view or the side view. Okay, I will choose the front view to work with, and we will go over create, CV curve tool, and I want you to draw a line like that. Okay, we'll start from here, this thick line here, which is representing the axis, and I think it's the y-axis. See here, down here, there is the y-axis and z. So we will start from here, and we will draw a line like that. Okay, and then tap on the enter key and close this line. Okay, so it should look like something like this. Now let's bring back the foreview and then put your mouse cursor over the perspective view, spacebar to expand it. And what we want to do right now is first maybe scale this to something like this. Okay, and then Control D to duplicate this and switch to the move tool, and let's bring the other one over here, the duplicated one. Okay, so that way we can grab both of them, go over surfaces menu here, choose surfaces, the loft. I want you to open the loft options, and section of spans 1 is pretty much okay. We want to make let's try a polygon. Okay, and when we select the polygon we have the quads and count, so leave the quads and the count, or just select them both. And the count, let's try 50. Okay, 100 it's too much, and apply. So now we have a polygon instead of NURB. Okay, yeah, it's a polygon. Let's bring this over here, and those two we can delete them. Okay, let's grab this one, and through the channel box you can see that the translate X is the only value that has been changed because I moved it over here along this axis. So type in here 0 to bring it back to the middle. That way we know it's centered. Now Control D to duplicate it and switch immediately to the rotation tool, and hold down the J and snap it. While you're rotating, it will snap to here, to 90 degrees, like here, like this. Okay, and then well, it's not really like I want it to be, but let's press Shift D. It will duplicate it the same path, and then Shift D again, so we will have 4 of them that way. Now press F8 to bring it back to object mode once or twice. Okay, it's in object mode, but we want to bring this in front of this, that way. Yeah, let's use the top view. Don't select anything, just tap on the top view and then maybe select 4 of them and tap the top view. So now it's centered. Now we want to center this one to this one, and we want to make some cube space in between 4 of them, but we want this to be we want those vertices to be somewhat connected to each other. So hold down the V and try to snap it, or let's do this that way. We will press the home for Mac users or insert for Windows users, and we will adjust the pivot to this corner here, press home, and then we can snap it over this point here. Okay, we will do the same for this one. Home or insert, snap the pivot over here, home again or insert, V to use the snapping feature, and drag it with your middle mouse button over this corner. And then do the same here, home to adjust the pivot, V to snap this pivot to this corner, V, release the V, home again or insert of course, and V to snap this using the move tool that way. So now we have those 4 in front of each other. We want to grab 4 of them, go over polygons, mesh, combine, and now we want to merge those corner vertices. So right click, choose vertices, grab the 4 of them at the same time that way. Okay, go over edit mesh, merge, click on this little box here, edit, set setting, and apply. So they will be merged, and now we will just check this. So I'm moving this vertex, I see that it follows this. Okay, both are connected, so undo that to bring it back to where it was. And then we are going to extrude this whole figure at once using the Z, which is the blue one. Just extrude it that way. Okay, and when you think it's thick enough, that way, okay, press F8. Now I want you to hold down, right click, choose edge, choose this edge, hold on the shift, right click, and bring it back to object mode by pressing F8, shift, right click, insert edge loop. No, sorry, right click, edge. Okay, I'm a little bit confused, but okay, this edge. Okay, hold down control, right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split, and do this to all of them. So grab this edge, press G, it will repeat the same function, G and G. Now the G is repeating the same control, the same function I did when I picked the edge, hold down the control, right click, edge ring utilities to edge ring and split. This is what G is doing. It's repeating the same function I used. So in case you ask yourself why I'm pressing G and nothing happens, you first need to do the function you want to repeat. Okay, then right click, choose face. Let's delete those inner faces that way, press delete, right click, choose edge. Let's grab this edge here, and we want to trying to think what I want here. I want this, and this edge. You know what, maybe let's bevel this thing first. Let's grab those two, those two, those two. Okay, hold on the shift, right click, bevel edge, and then let's see if something is changing here with the offset. No, it's a little bit strange. Okay, so undo that, whatever. Let's keep on trying something else. Let's bring those 4 edges, extrude them, bring this up. You can use the move tool after extrude, and then click again, extrude it once more, and extrude it just a little bit more that way. Now I want thinking what will be helpful. So let's grab this face, this face, this face, and this face. Okay, go over edit mesh, uncheck the keep faces together, and extrude those faces. So we will pull them that way. Okay, and then press F8 to bring it back to object mode. Let's do something like trying to figuring this out. Maybe I will stretch them more. So I just undid what selection I did, and it brought me back to the same extrude mode that I've been in there. I will stretch it so it will somewhat pass this line here, and then press F8, then hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop tool, but we will use this cube here to open this triplet for the edge loop option. Choose multiple edge loops, enter 10 inside. Okay, then it's the limit, press enter, and we will add 10 edge loops here, 10 edge loops here, 10 edge loops here, and 10 edge loops here. Now I really just care about these faces here. Okay, these. So let's grab 4 of them, and I want you to extrude them that way. Okay, now press F8 once or twice, and now let's bring in cylinder. Okay, sorry, polypipe. So this polypipe, we want it to be this height, and we want through the attribute editor of this pipe to change here in this tab polypipe 2. Not sure why we have polypipe 2, but whatever. Why it's named as 2, but whatever. So we want subdivision axis to be 20. Okay, it should be 20, but all we need to do first is change the thickness to 0.1 that way. Okay, and scale it a little bit more that way, maybe less, just so we can see those peeking out. And I want you to scale this at the same time to that thickness. Okay, maybe we will change the thickness to 50, 0.50. Oh, sorry, 0.50. Okay, 0.50, 0.5. Yeah, that's quite good. And I want you to try and rotate this figure. So we will have one front face for each of those. You see these faces here and this face here. I want them to be maybe we will use the top view, and we will rely on the these thick lines here, the black thick lines. So we will have one face in front of them that way, see? So see, we have one here, and it's pretty much in the middle, which is fine. We only need to bring this thing here to the middle. So we will first go over modify center pivot for this, now it will be easier to center this. Okay, let's zoom in. So you see this is in the, this thick line is in the middle of this shape, and so is this one. And for this cylinder we also have this square here, which is the thick line is it's like you know, in front of it, and also in these axes, so that way we know everything is okay and we can continue. Now you may want to add more, try to add more subdivision axes, but add them so you will get you see this same thing I was suggesting earlier on. So I will have always one face in front of this, so maybe 50 will be 50. No, if I had 20 it means I had to have 40, but yeah, maybe that's fine. Maybe this is fine. It's not bad. Okay, now okay, with 40 press grab this thing here, and I want you to right click, choose vertices. I want these vertices here, okay, to be somewhat near here, okay, and also for the other four I want them to be somewhat near there, and also for these four, and also for these four. Okay, so now press F8 once or twice to bring it back to object mode, and right click, choose faces on this cylinder pipe, grab all the inner faces, press delete to delete them, and let's do the same for this thing here. Grab this face, this face, and this face, and delete them. Alright, and then press F8 once or twice. What we will do now, we will scale this to be at the same height as these cubes, okay, those cubes here. Now what we can do is wait, now it's at the same height and at the same size of it, so all I left to do is just scale it a little bit that way, so it will be somewhat near, at the same radius of this, okay, that way. Now I want you to right click on this cylinder, press face, choose face, and we want to grab all quarters, okay, so we have these quarters. Make sure that keep faces together is checked, okay, mesh, extract, then we will do the same to these faces, okay, sorry, let's right, choose these faces, G to extract them, because this is the last function we used, so G is repeating again, these faces, and G to extract them, and this is already being extracted. Okay, so now we have 4 pieces of them. I want you to grab these two, right click, choose vertices, grab the vertices in between, right click, choose these vertices using the shift, sorry, it's a little bit strange, but you will need to try and select them both. Okay, you know what, it will be easier if we will just right click, choose these vertices, use the move tool to bring them over here, okay, and do the same for each one of those sides. Now we will go over this one, do this that way, move them over here, move those over here, move those over here, move those this side, right click, vertices, right click, vertices, okay, F8 to bring it back to object mode. Now I thought it's in the same radius, somehow it wasn't, so what we will do now, we will first combine them all, okay, go over modify center pivot, and we will scale this a little bit, and then we will need to adjust this so it will really be at the same radius, okay, because here it was picking out. Now grab this. Let's check. Let's do freeze transformation for this one. Freeze transformation, so everything is on 0 here on the channel box, and we can bring it up a little bit. Right click on it, choose face. We need to delete these sides faces, so let's grab them all and press delete. Then F8 to bring it back to object mode, and now the translate Y is the value that has been changed when I lift it up, so type in 0 and it will brought back to the same position. Then grab these two pieces, mesh, combine, and go over edit mesh, merge vertex tool. I want you to click on this icon here, this little box, and I used earlier center, one of the times that I used this, so I need to reset this just to make sure it's target vertex. And now we will pull oh sorry, I will uncombine them first because there is a problem. I need to bring this to the same height as this. Something was a little bit strange there. Let's try and look at the foreview to see what's going on there. Okay, something is very weird. Okay, I can see the other side of this circle and it doesn't look pretty much good, and also it's not at the same radius, so I will scale this. And what I will do, I will choose this face here, okay, and I will try to understand in which one I need to relay on. Sorry, so it's the lower one, so I'll bring it back to object mode and relay on this as the height, and then still something is looking a little bit strange. It's like it's not even, okay, so what I will do is just try and start merge this, okay, so let's grab the both, mesh, combine, edit mesh, merge vertex tool, and I will patch these into place. So I'm only starting from this cylindrical pipe and stretch to the frame of this table, okay. I don't want to do this the other way because then I will screw up with the frame of this table, and we don't want this, okay. We just want this to be patched to it like this. Now I know that I'm missing something is not really correct here. I didn't pay attention much to details here, but you go on and try to do this correctly. Okay, let's bring those. We can later on adjust this, it's not a problem. These, don't forget every piece of them, okay, it's important. Okay, all of them patched. Now I will have to adjust them because there is some kind of weird things going on. So right click, choose vertices, grab these all row of vertices. You see, I grab those here, those, and the lower ones. I'm just going to push them back. So this frame have the same thickness and it will somewhat look okay. So now let's grab these vertices, push them back also. Grab these row of vertices, push them back. I think we already did, or not. And these. Okay, F8. Now, some things here are not at the same level. Here it's okay, but here it's not okay. So we will need to grab those four here. Make sure you didn't select anything else. Hold down the V key, bring it up and down, and maybe C. Never mind, just do it manually without snapping. Trust your eyes. Okay. Now, I want you to right click, choose faces. Now, sorry, hold on the shift, right click, insert edge loops. We want to add 10 edge loops here. No, I'm using the earlier setting for the edge loop tool, so hold on the shift, right click, sorry, select it, hold on the shift, right click, click on this little box of the edge loop tool, reset the tool, press F8, and then let's add one edge loop here, one edge loop there, one edge loop here, one edge loop there, now here and there, and then we will do this for this frame here, so one here, one there, you know what, at this point maybe I won't, we'll just delete those, and I will just grab these and fill this all, mesh before, okay, fill hole, so this will be closed, and now we will do the same here, and mesh, fill hole, okay, F8, let's press 3 to see this, so it looks like this right now, which is okay, but here you can see that this area is like open and here it's patched, so that means that we have problem here, which something about the vertices that aren't merged or something. So what we will do, we will try and grab vertices around this area, okay, go over edit mesh, merge box here, let's lower down the threshold to 0.0050 and apply, okay, close, let's press 3, and you see all the vertices here in this area patched and it looks better. Now let's press 1 to exit this smooth preview mode. I want you to choose faces, this face, shift, select, let's see, these faces, Okay, so I double click this one and it selected everything in between. Now click on this one and shift unselect or control unselect this one here, which we started with, so we can double click on this one and it will select just this. It's very important because otherwise if you don't unselect this one, it will select also this one, okay, and at the other side. So we will do this now at the other side, and click on this one, unselect this one for a second, go over here to see which one was this. Okay, it's this one. Double click on, see, I should have unselect this, sorry, this one. So this one should be selected, but need to double click on this one and then everything is fine. You see? Now I want you to extrude this with the Z that way. Okay, you see what's happening, and press F8. That's how it should look like. Now we will do the same over this guys here. So okay, now we will do this for this. Sorry. Let's see. Let's count them because I just don't know which are those. Let's grab these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This, double click this, and then this face, unselect this face, double click this face, then click this, back again, go to the other side, click this one and unselect this and double click this, and then we will get them all selected. Extrude this and pull this a little bit. Okay, now it should look something similar. Try to not to pull this too much. Okay, and press F8. Let's do this also for this. Right click, choose face, click this face. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. This and this, and unselect this, double click this, select this back, select this, but unselect this and double click this, and that way we can extrude this. So extruding with the blue, which is the Z, okay, and that way it's fine. Now we will do this all over again here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17, 18. Double click, click this one, unselect this one, double click this one, select this one back, turn, select this one, okay, and unselect this one, sorry, unselect this one and double click this one, and we are good to extrude this. Let's just turn this and extrude this a little bit. Okay, F8, and now let's press 3 to smooth preview it, so you get something nice as this. Okay, and here everything is sharp at the edges. Okay, so that's fine. And now for the fun part of this, we will go over let me first close this because I can't use this. We'll go over my desktop. Okay, I have here a folder, no, this one. Okay, now you need to look in I will give you links for those, okay, but this named as fretwork, okay, fretwork, F-R-E-T work, okay, and these are actually like the tribals, or you know, if you saw my logos tutorial, it's pretty much we are going to use this same way, okay, it's not pretty much, it's the exact way, but I just want you to be aware of what the name for these are named as fret and not tribals, okay. Yeah, I had to do some research for it. So what I'm going to do is right click, choose open with Adobe Illustrator, this file here. I'll start with this one because I think this one will be easier. This one is a little bit much more complicated, and this one I want to use for other thing. I'll just wait and see what's going on here. Okay, takes time to Adobe Illustrator. Okay, so after it's load, click on it, go over image trace, click on it, and if it image traced it that way, I want you to also pay attention for something. All this fretwork is it's like one unit here, okay. We will need only to bevel it once in order to get all this shape. You see, there are connecting areas, everything is connected, so it's not like tribals that we are trying to pulling out only those and this one and this one. We want the black area to be used this time. So you click on it, choose the image tracing, click expand. Okay, you will get all those outlines in between, in top of those white areas, and then go over File, Save As. Here, give it short name, not like this one, and I will keep it on the same folder that this picture is there. Click Save. I will get a pop-out menu. Choose Illustrator 8 and click OK. Okay. Now the image should be big enough so it won't get ruined while it's doing the image tracing. So be aware of this. If it's small picture, this is basically a small picture, but it did succeeded on doing so. Okay. So what we need to do right now is exit this. This is the file. Okay. I want to go back to Maya. First, I will save this. Okay, save scene. Go over File, Import. Now we are going to import an Adobe Illustrator file, but you need to be aware when you click here. Make sure that you choose all files, or you can scroll up and see the Adobe Illustrator option. So it will now when I will go over desktop and this untitled folder, this Adobe Illustrator file will be highlighted as an option, okay, that we can import. So import this, and something told me that it contains something that it's not sure. I didn't think it would happen, but let's see. Adobe Illustrator. Preserve reference. Okay, import. The namespace name contain no legal character. Okay, sure. So we can't name it as 1, 2, 3, 4. Weird. Let's call it frog. Okay. Then let's try again. Can't do much, but let's again Adobe frog import. Okay, so the frog is here. And I want you to select this squarey frame and delete it. Now you need to know that for each one of those curves here, there is basically two lines, two curves. So this is two lines, this is two lines, and we need to go over this one, go over surfaces here, choose surface, bevel plus option, okay, reset it, edit reset setting, here choose to bevel it 0, okay, now let's try it that way, apply, so you get this rounded object here, okay, and I want to bring this object here. Now it's going to be a little bit hard, but from here what you need to do basically is to come here and do like so, grab this one, press G, it will bevel plus this, okay, grab this one, grab this one. Now you see there is this bevel width that is a little bit tricky here. We don't want this, so I will undo all of them and I will do some new setting for the bevel plus. So I will change the bevel width to 0 and press enter and then click apply. So now we won't have this beveled edges. Now I can just do this for all of them that way. Just grab them. Don't do mark selection, area selection. Just grab them that way by selecting them, okay? Because you will then grab two of them. I want you to grab only one of those two curves I mentioned, okay? Because there is two curves for each one of them, and you will soon see what this is, what these two curves are causing us. So just be with me. Click G, fit. I thought that we were going to do this even easier, but somehow I need to do this that way, one by one. So just press G, 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 G. Okay, that way, that way, that way. That way. Alright. Then G, 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 G. Don't do the circle again, the outer circle, because we already did so, okay? This, 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 this. Okay. Okay. Let's check that everything. No, we have a few missing parts. Okay, okay. Here is another one. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now, if you look at this from this side, you can see that some of the parts in this side of the curve and some are in this side of the curve. This is because there are two different curves for each curve, and this is what it's causing. Okay, so what we will do now is first grab all the polygons that in this side of the curve and bring them over here, and then grab all those on the side of this and bring them and try to somewhat match them to the same position. Okay, so this is how we're fixing the position of them. But grab all of them, go over edit, delete by type, history, go over polygons, mesh, combine them all to one unit, see, like that, and then go over mesh, no mesh, just scale them. Let's scale them. Let's first center the pivot, scale them to something like this, bring this inside our circle that way. Okay, then grab the circle, shift select this, and then go over mesh. Now it's experimental, it probably won't work, but we are trying. So boolean and difference. Okay, now we will need to wait because there is a lot of calculation to be done, and as I told you, you needed to first save the scene, because in some ways Maya can crash in function like this one, and then we will need to do this all over again. But I forgot to save this. It's a little bit bothering me right now, but hopefully I will give Maya to do his thing. Hopefully it won't crash. We are waiting. Waiting. Okay. It's a lot of calculations. It can make Maya crash. Okay, so it's done, you see? But don't do anything, don't touch it, don't try to move, don't try to open your browser, just wait, okay? Because the CPU is working very hard when it's happening. Now I will save this, save scene, okay? And what we will do right now is basically we can get rid of this thing here, okay? All these curves here, can delete them. Okay, it's taking Maya a lot of time to delete those too. Not sure what's the reason, but we will wait. At least I managed to save this before I've done so, so if Maya will crash, I don't mind. Okay, so grab this, go over modify, edit, delete by type, history, it's very important. Go over modify, center pivot, grab this and rotate it 90 degrees like that, bring it down here, and let's adjust it to the fit of this table. Okay, we will have fretwork table, and this is what this tutorial was all about, creating a fretwork furniture, and we will scale it to the same size radius of this table. Okay, bring it here, bring it here. Let's use the top view. Okay, that way, and scale this a little bit down. As long as it's most of it are in the frame, it's what important here. Okay, it's not really really rounded. You know, there is a few spots here that are not really rounded. They are a little bit strange looking, but we do need to adjust the height of it, and at the same time also maybe scale this a little bit, make it thinner that way, so it will be in the frame that way, and voila, we have a fretwork furniture. And if you bevel this, you can also add to those legs, like making them more thicker here, like this part we did here while we extrude this. You can add more edge loops by the way to here, so it will be a little bit more sharp. Okay, don't be afraid to play with it, as long as you kept file that save them, so everything is okay. Let me just bring back some of my furniture here. They have been disappeared. Something very strange is happening. Yeah, something very odd is happening. Let's save this and then go over. I will open it again. Okay, so I have some problem here which I'm not aware of. I don't know what's going on, but let me just bring this down, combine them. Oh no, don't combine them, just group them or something. Okay, and then scale this a little bit, and I want this to be at the side of the sofa, but I can't see the sofa right now. It's a little bit weird, I know, but sorry about that. So sofa should be something here, and also it should be a little table just here, sorry, that way, and I want it to be at the same height as the table and the sofas. Still I don't know where is the sofa, so excuse me about that. Sofa has been just disappeared for a while, but don't worry, I will bring them back. So this is it for this tutorial. I know it's been a little bit long tutorial. I will add at the description a link to grab this JPEG file, and I also will include the Adobe Illustrator file, just so you will have easier life if you got stuck or something. And that's it. Have a nice day. Hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and we'll see you at the next part. Bye.